Do I have a worse game? See, really? Because Batman, like, it wasn't a bad game. Like,
naturally.
because the thing is, like, I don't really have a lot of money, so I don't buy a lot of games. So the most games I've ever played, really, this year are from Game Fest. And I've talked to death about Game Fest.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So, really, I don't think I have a worse game because I kind of pick and choose.
Yeah, true. I'm kind of like that. I mean, I'm tight for money at the moment myself, so, you know, but I do have one bad game this year. And, of course, that has to be Duke Nukem Forever. I mean, as I pressed upon my review early this year, it was disappointment. I mean, 14 years in development, and this is what we got. You know, we got a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It was absolutely diabolical. I mean, in my review, I think I was even too kind to it. You know, I've actually since the review, since the review, I've taken off the rose-tinted glasses and I've seen it for what it really is, and it's terrible. I mean, you know, there's some cool concepts in there, cool ideas, poorly executed. I mean, with the game's development cycle, this game should have been out at least a decade ago. You know, I mean, and here we are with a game that's like pretty much a decade old. It's a decade out of date. You know, and they mixed old school and new school elements into it, and it was like, no, we can't mix it in that way. And maybe because it was the Xbox version I was playing, but the controls felt terrible, and multiplayer was barely, and still is barely playable.
4G rage!
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong, there are some good bits in it. There are a few good bits that make it slightly redeemable, but it's really not worth the money. And sadly, I bought the collector's edition as well, which was quite expensive. So
4G, this game hurt you.
Yeah, it did. I mean, It
hurt you deep inside. It's okay. We're here for you.
Thank you, man. But seriously, you know, it was a game. I mean, every day I'd be on forums, like, you know, going, when's this game coming out? It's going to come out. It got cancelled, came back from the dead, and you know, it was let down.
It became yet another of one of gamers' long-running jokes.
Exactly.
Like if a game was struggling for a release time, you'd get the given title and then put Forever on the end, because it became so delayed and so ridiculous. I mean, let's face it. Like, they had a lot of trouble with it. Of course they did. But let's face it, 14 years.
There's no excuse for that time.
It's a long time.
It's just dire. I mean, in that time they could have done what? Duke Nukem 6 by now?
Duke Nukem 6.
Yeah, exactly. This is only the fourth game in the main series.
Of course, you're assuming that Duke will survive this game.
Because Gearbox have said they actually are going to go back and do more Duke games, because they didn't just buy Duke Nukem Forever, they actually bought the Duke Nukem franchise. And, you know, I mean, the game is bad, but Gearbox Software only finished off what 3D Realms was left with. So in Duke Nukem Forever, that was 3D Realms' game, not Gearbox's game. And, you know, they must have known it's a piece of crap and, you know, just wanted to get it out the door out as quickly as possible. And
yeah, that's what the game was in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with Gearbox, the developer, the lead founder of Gearbox Software, sorry, lost my words there, the founder of Gearbox Software, Randy Pitchford, actually did work for 3D Realms on Duke Nukem 3D, so this is a man who knows Duke Nukem. You know, he's not just a random person, you know, who just bought the franchise for the money. You know, he actually cared about this series.
But it's still shit.
I know, but that's what I mean. You know, a game that's been that long in development, you buy the game and you got to get it out of the way. You know, but with him at the helm, you know, and the rest of his team, they will bring the franchise back to its original glory.
But wait, there's more, isn't there?
Oh yeah, there's more.
The DLC has been announced.
Yeah, it's actually out. On time of recording, it's actually out today. It's called The Doctor Who Cloned Me.
Yeah, The Doctor Who Cloned Me.
Instantly a pun and then two puns in one name, and it's just terrible. I mean, funny enough, the DLC actually sounds better than the actual game itself, but I don't hold high hopes for it, considering what we had.
I've seen screenshots, and Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could care less.
Yeah, I mean, with the DLC, they talk about new levels, hordes of new enemies, new weapons. I'm thinking, hang on, should the original game have had that content in the first place? You know, I mean, it's good to see the original enemies return, original weapons, but had a handful of enemies and some, you know, the old weapons and some new ones that were pretty shit. But you know, it's just
It was all round disappointing for everyone.
devastating.
Even though it was, even though the general consensus was still I think was its biggest crime.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that let down was its long development cycle, along with it was a disappointment. I mean, it's like holding your breath and then just having a sigh at the end rather than a gasp of wow.
But
you know what I mean?
in any case, yeah, that's Duke Nukem Forever.
Duke Nukem Forever. That's it. Yeah. And I've got to say another thing as well about this year. There's one event this year that's really annoyed me. Nintendo. They've just really been crap this year. I mean, the Wii was a great concept, but that's worn out now, and you know that's gone to shit really. I mean, there's nothing original about it anymore. Hand motion controls, what to do? Everyone's doing motion sensing now, and the 3DS came out. I mean, the 3D concept on paper, it's a really good idea, but the actual 3D, it hurts your eyes, it gives you a headache after a bit, makes your vision blur. I mean, I had all those effects from playing on the 3D on.
Yeah, it's yes. Let's have this new console where its sole
its main selling point.
Selling point was the 3D.
Yeah, it's a 3D,
and you can't use it.
And it's shit. And you can even turn it off, which is what's the point in the 3DS if you can turn it off?
Just make a new 2D DS. Well, why not?
Exactly. I mean, the PSP is coming out next year as well, and they still have 2 analog sticks. They've actually had an attachment for the 3DS where you have another analog stick. It's like they're trying to. I mean, Nintendo were the company before you know, they used to be on top, you know, in terms of ideas, and everyone copied their ideas. I mean, they're the first company to come with the analog stick, first company to come up with motion controls for gaming. Everyone's copied them, and now everyone's just caught up and is just jumping ahead in terms of technology and ideas, and Nintendo's lagging behind. You know, they've fallen behind really badly, I feel.
Though, something has just jumped to mind. You know what I'm sick of this year? Zombies. I am sick and tired to the point where Deus Ex slips off the sofa of zombies.
No.
Oh my god! Shut the fuck up! No! What is everyone's obsession with zombies?
They're cool. I like them.
Yes, they are cool. Yes, they are awesome. They can be fun. But, you know what? Like, how many games now? How many new games that are coming out that are still making zombie? So, like, what are they? The Last of Us.
I mean, that's coming out next year.
That's coming out next year.
I mean, are these guys filming? They're counting down. What
I'm up to about 8, maybe.
8 games? 8? With zombies?
And then there's TV series
9.
like The Walking Dead, and then
The Walking Dead.
Films coming out, and
I'm just tired of zombies.
Resident Evil, that's probably mentioned.
oh yeah, there's a new Resident Evil coming out as well. I mean,
But you know what? Resident Evil, I'll give it a pass because that's what Resident Evil is.
and it's
That's
one of
what
the original ones.
It's
you know.
what they do.
Exactly.
But like 9 games, like off the top of our head, 9 games.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where you're coming from. You know, I personally like zombies and always will and won't change. But you know, they are being overdone. But at least you know they're not wrecking werewolves or vampires like the shitty Twilight Saga.
Yeah,
that can fuck right off.
Yeah, like this year alone, vampires have been ruined, zombies have been ruined. Well, if you count Twilight, fucking werewolves have been ruined.
Exactly.
Like, apparently, I haven't seen Breaking Dawn Part 1, thank God! But apparently, the werewolves look worse than they have in the other games. In the other Twilight movies. How can you go backwards?
That's
Twilight the game.
No! No!
Sorry.
Don't ruin my precious gaming with Twilight!
Like, I'm just sick. I'm sick of Twilight. I'm sick of Twilight. I'm sick of zombies. I'm just...
Yeah, I mean, with Twilight, it's just... I saw an advert for it on the TV, and it pretty much sums up the whole storyline, sums up what it's going to be like, and I was just staring at the TV thinking, what the hell is this? This is meant to be a new cultural phenomenon for the new age, you know, and you're thinking...
Why?
Why? It's just bland, tasteless shit, you know. There's no acting in it, the story's dire, and it's... Why? How?
But that's the whole thing, like, the whole crux of the story, and we're losing Deus Ex again.
Yeah, let's pass that here, I'll put it somewhere.
The whole crux of the story is this relationship between Bella, the sadistic evil bitch, and Edward, the boring, like, fucking pissy, whiny fucktard, and Jacob, Jacob the clueless, I like to call him. Like, he's the one decent guy in this entire fucking franchise, and for some reason he's obsessed with this complete cow. Like, this complete manipulative, sadistic witch who, like, she's the villain! Forget that weird shoehorn Victoria vampire wench. Forget that! No! Bella, the main character, is the fucking villain.
I agree.
Fuck.
I mean, you even went to do a review and lost motivation.
Yeah, here's the thing. Well, might as well say this now, okay? I promised people that I would do like a structured that guy with the glasses style review of Twilight. We filmed it. It was a hell of an experience. It was the first time we filmed something major like this, and you know, we had a lot of fun with it. Then it came to putting it together. Like, Dare volunteered, however, he became employed, so that soon stopped. So I thought, okay, I'll give it a go. I'll try editing it. But editing it forced me, like, it was bad enough sitting through it to make a review, for starters. But have to sit through that shit over and over and over again, just so I could put the thing together. Fuck that. Yeah. But what was worse, like, I got, like, I'm not very good at editing, I'm very slow with it. I got, like, 6 or 7 minutes into it with a few hours. Like, 4G here, he is a legend when it comes to editing. You put together the Duke Nukem review together in, like 20 hours.
Something stupid like that. I can put my reviews together quite quickly.
Like, it was a couple of days it took. Like, I spent so long, like a novice, like using Windows fucking Movie Maker, like trying to put that shit together, and it corrupted. Like, it corrupted the file. Like, I was struggling with it because, like, my motivation is in the toilet for this horse shit. I gave it back to Dare because, like, he had some spare time, some spare motivation, and it corrupted. It corrupted on his system, and in turn, it corrupted on mine. And when I tried to render the movie, I was like, well, I've got 6-7 minutes. I'll just put that together so I can give you something, because I feel terrible that I haven't done it.
It's not your fault. It's a shit film.
But the thing is, that's when I learned that my laptop is not suitable for putting movies together. My laptop is apparently not suitable. Like, I went to render it, and then, like, the counter of the minutes, like, went up and up and up to the point where it got into like 30,000 odd minutes.
That's scary.
Yeah, no, like, fuck that. So I might make a separate vlog or something. Like,
this shit needs to be slammed.
Maybe in a minute, maybe later. But I'll explain. I'll explain why I did it, and why why it appears I jumped on the hate Twilight bandwagon a bit late, and why I hate, like, some of the major points why this movie hates humanity and absorbs people's interest for some reason. Lord, I hate it. It's made an impact. If that was Stephanie Meyer's goal, she succeeded. God damn.
Unblame news. Yeah, that's the saddest thing. One of my favourite bands, this lot here actually was the author's inspiration for the books. So, you know, to have that happen kind of hurts me a lot, you know. But then, you know, it's not the band's fault. Some crazy woman's deluded into writing this piece of shit, you know what I mean?
It is apparently all based on one of her dreams. So the way
I
it
heard
goes.
that. Yeah.
She's deluded. There we go. It's
What?
not just this guy.
It's-
She's deluded.
it's a
Don't blame
dream.
Muse.
One dream, one stupid dream from one author has destroyed cinema. I've got to stop.
Okay, you really do. You really do. I feel anger, man. Calm down, Jesus.
God's like, get him his medication.
I
Yeah.
never
Nurse!
I never get.
No,
I
it's
never,
smelling salts.
I never get pissed off, and I never get annoyed at anything. But this.
This is Oros pissed off, and this is quite a sight, I have to say. Anyway, I think we better leave that note before we end up ranting about Twilight for the next 20 or so hours.
Yes, that's a separate vlog. Ooh,
Yeah.
its day is coming.
It deserves it.
Sorry. Sorry,
Wow.
my fellow viewers. I didn't mean to, well, explode. But that's the effect that Twilight does to me.
I'm glad I haven't seen it properly, and I never will.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. It will hurt you. If you think, yeah, I love vampires and werewolves, yeah, they're cool, yeah.
Don't do it! Don't see this!
Yeah, I love the if you're into any kind of supernatural or the occult or any, just no, don't do it. Don't fucking do it.
Here's a better recommendation. Captain Blue.
Yes.
Watch Captain Blue.
Watch Captain Blue.
You need to see that shit.
Yeah, stop me now.
Okay.
But
Okay.
but there we go. There is
End of section.
There is our highlights and lowlights of 2011.
Yes.